AF team and Accelerator team. I wanted to give a quick video tutorial about OneNote because it is something I am deeply, deeply passionate about, and it's been kind of revolutionary in my work before. So maybe I'll make everyone converts and maybe not, but just in case usability is holding you back, I wanted to try to help with that a little bit. So here's a really quick tutorial about why OneNote. Is more really how OneNote. So I'm going to show you quickly how to access OneNote, how to open it on your computer, which allows for more usability than in your internet browser. I'm going to give you a couple of look-fors and then some advice about creating your own OneNotes. So if you have access to a OneNote, rather than creating your own, you'll get an email link. And you can follow the link within the email. It'll take you straight to that OneNote in an online web browser like this. Please excuse my email inbox, which you'll now have a glimpse of. So this will take you to OneNote online, which we have access to through Office 365 and SharePoint at Achievement First. You'll see here that this is taking you right to that specific OneNote. This one that I created for Sarah and Steph and me. Once you're there, you can always favorite and come back to it through your internet browser, or you can do what I prefer, which is to actually edit in OneNote the application itself, which is built into your computer. You'll notice that it pops up both in regular OneNote and this sort of handy-dandy version of OneNote with the scissors. I don't actually really understand what it is, spirit of transparency, but I don't like it and I don't think it works as well. So I always close that one. And now here is your actual OneNote kind of built into your computer. I always leave mine open on my taskbar. I'll show you a little bit more of why. So what I really like about OneNote is that when it's open on your computer or when you close it and reopen the application, anything that has been updated will be in bold. So both your separate notebooks, like if you have one notebook for this one person that you collaborate and a separate notebook for another person, anytime someone else has typed new information into your notebook, it'll appear in bold. And then the tabs within your notebook will also appear in bold if any of those tabs have been updated. So it kind of gives you a heads up that someone else has been there to give you more information. I really like that because it's helpful for me in doing things like building agendas or asking quick questions and seeing that someone's responded to them. You'll note too that when you open your own OneNote, this is my OneNote for example, you can collapse or not collapse the subpages or the tabs within a notebook. And like I said, these will be bold if they're updated. So maybe if I see that Emily Steph becomes bold, it'll tell me that Steph's been into the OneNote to answer questions that I have or to type a request for that agenda. So those are things that I really like about the usability of OneNote. A couple other things that I like about it is that it's just like Microsoft Word. You can put in to-do flags that you can cross off as you're done. You have all the regular word-based things for highlighting or color coding. And then something else that I really like is that it'll allow you to save both documents and links to documents in a way that works really easily. So if I wanted to put, for example, some sort of document in here, it's as simple as you can certainly do the old-fashioned method of insert, and then you're going to want to insert a file, etc. But call me old-fashioned, I really like the copy, paste. So wherever it is that you wanted that document, just a simple copy paste, you can attach the file and then the document's saved there and you can go back to it whenever you would need to. It does not update live, so this version that you've dropped in here will be the saved version that exists somewhere else, for example in Microsoft Word, but it is a good placeholder. Similarly, you can create links just like you would in any other application. I want to link to this PDF about coaching. Thanks for creating this, Steph, by the way, it's really helpful. And I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to insert a link Here's my link. Here's my text to display. Coaching one-pager. And here it is for all the future. One other quick thing that I want to make sure you knew about how to do is I would want to make sure that you understand how to open your own OneNote in case you wanted to share it with someone. So you log into Office 365 just as you would with anything else within AF, and then you want to head into OneDrive, which is sort of our shared platform, and you want to tell it you want to make a new, scroll down to OneNote notebook. I want to call this Emily and Paige. I haven't made one for Paige yet. I'll create this notebook. Once it's created, I'm going to actually now need to share it with Paige so that she can have access to it too. This handy dandy share comes in. I want to make sure that it's set so that she can edit it too, which means she can send me updates, etc. I'm going to invite her. It may or may not find her. Okay, it found her. Perfect. I can include a note with this. Really important, unclick the require sign in, which would mean that she would need to sign in to 365 or SharePoint every time she accesses this notebook. So I always unclick this. And then I always want to make sure that it sends her an email invite just because I think that's the easiest way to get started. So that's just a really quick crash course into why I love OneNote and how I think it can be really helpful. And maybe I'll make a version 2 of this once I show other interesting things like how to make sure your notebook is syncing or how to make sure you can mark it as read when you're finished with it. But I'll need someone else to talk to me in my OneNote to make that work. Okay, enjoy.